Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is my everyday makeup look and I'm really excited to film this video because I feel like my channel lately has been a lot of unboxings, you know, unboxing after unboxing after unboxing, and I feel like my channel is lacking a lot of makeup like tutorials and makeup looks, so I really want to bring them back. I really want to do a lot more. Like I used to do lots of makeup looks on my channel like a few years ago, not a few years ago, but like last year and the years before that as well. So I really want to bring a lot more makeup looks because I'm sure some of you guys are subscribed to my channel for makeup looks specifically. Of course a lot of you guys are also subscribed for unboxings, which I will still be doing every month, but I just want to add some more makeup looks into, you know, my channel. So yeah, today is going to be my everyday makeup look. Yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll get started. Okay, so I've already prepped my skin with these two products right here. So this is the Caudalie Vino Perfect Radiance Serum Complexion Correcting. I really love this. It gives such a lovely kind of glow to the skin. It looks really healthy and it kind of glows through your foundation as well. So I like to apply this, and I've got a little bit of this on as well, which is the Morphe Queen of Hungary Face Mist. So I'm just going to apply a little bit more because I do love facial sprays, and I think they just prep the skin, you know, really well before you apply your foundation. See, I've got them on my skin and it's feeling really nice. So normally for my everyday makeup I start off with like my foundation, so I go from my base and work up to like my eyes really. Normally I don't do anything too crazy with my eyes like every day, so I can apply like all my base makeup beforehand, because when I'm doing more dramatic makeup looks, more glam looks, I tend to do my eyes first. Like I always do my eyes first just in case of any like fallout and things like that. But like because everyday look is something that I do all the time, I kind of know, you know, what works, and the eyeshadows that I do use on an everyday basis don't have any fallout or anything like that. So yeah, I start off with my base, and for foundation I'm going to use this one here. I absolutely love this. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Such a really good foundation, makes you look super flawless, and like this is like a medium to full coverage foundation, which for some people is probably a bit too much on an everyday basis, but for me, like, I don't mind it. I really love that full coverage look. So yeah, I'm going to apply this. I really do love it and it looks great all day. And normally with everyday makeup you want it to last like in the morning right up to night time. Different for like glam looks, like you can use this definitely for glam looks. Like this is the perfect foundation for glam looks. But normally glam looks like you're getting ready kind of like in the evening sort of thing, to like late evening, so you don't really need your makeup to last as long, but you want to use a good foundation or a good base product so that will last you really like 9 till 9 really. Yeah, this foundation also comes with a pump, which is good, and it is an oil free foundation, just in case any of you guys are more kind of oily skinned, then this might be a good foundation to check out. So I just apply a few drops to either side. Like I don't really have a specific amount that I really put on my face. I just kind of wing it, and normally turns out fine. I also forgot to mention this is in the shade Warm Beige. Like I used to use the shade, I still do use it, Sand, which is a bit darker than this. I like to actually wear that one for evening, like for glam look sort of thing, because it's a little bit darker, so that when I'm a little bit more tan, or when I apply fake tan should I say, it matches a little bit better. I'm going to buff this in with the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush. This is such a really good foundation brush, so I like to sort of like pat it slightly, and then I will use kind of buffing motions like this. Yeah, I do like to kind of pat my foundation in quite a bit like this, because I feel like it gives such a more kind of flawless finish, and you're also not dragging the foundation around too much, you know, so it will look a lot more flawless if you do this kind of technique. I also like to take it down my neck as well, just so that it all blends nicely. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit to my forehead. I like to do this bit last because sometimes if I apply too much like on my cheek area, I can sort of like take up to my forehead. So I like to just do my forehead a bit last. Okay, now for concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting, and this one is in the shade Vanilla. I really like this concealer because it's quite a full coverage concealer, and you only need like a little bit of it because it goes a long way. Also feels really lightweight even though it is kind of like full coverage, and it just covers everything and it lasts all day. Like, it doesn't get like cakey looking, which is good. I'm going to blend this in with my Morphe M536 brush. This is a little kind of bullet eye brush from Morphe, and it's just like really good. It's the best concealer brush that I have used. Yeah, it just gives such a flawless finish as well. Super soft too. Okay, so after I've done that, I like to set my whole face with the Too Faced Peach Perfect. This is their mattifying loose setting powder, which I don't actually use it to sort of like to mattify me. Like, I don't have like really oily skin or anything, but I like to use this because when I apply powder, like my powder bronzer on top, it gives it a really kind of nice smooth like powder base, if that makes any sense, because obviously you get the liquid foundation and the liquid concealer. Like, sometimes if you put powder on top of that and you don't set it, it can go like kind of dark and muddy looking. I'm sure some of you guys have experienced that before. So what I like to do is just to set the kind of the outer parts of my face where I do apply my bronzer. I mean, of course, if you use like cream contour, you probably don't have to do that, but I like to do it when I'm just about to apply my powder bronzer. So just taking this big brush here from BH Cosmetics. This comes in a set. I will leave like the set down below just in case you're interested. It's a lovely set, but this brush is probably my favourite from the set, along with a couple of the eye brushes are really nice from the set too. So I like to just set the outer parts of my face here, just where I normally apply my bronzer. Sometimes I'll take this powder and use it to set my under eye area, but normally with this concealer I don't really need to set it much. But like if I use another type of concealer, I'll just take like my little brush like this. This is one from the BH Cosmetics set as well, and I'll take a little bit that's in the cap and just sort of like, you know, set that concealer under there. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to my bronzer. So on an everyday basis, I don't really contour. I just use a deeper bronzer that's it's going to give me that kind of chiseled look to my cheeks without using two separate powders, you know what I mean. So I go in with the NARS Laguna bronzer. This is my absolute favourite. This is the second one that I went through, and I think I discovered, like, I started using this about a year and a half maybe ago, or maybe just in a year, I can't remember. But this is my second one I'm on, and I've already hot pan in it. Like, that is how much I love this stuff. Okay, so some days I just skip over blush, but for today I'm going to apply a little bit. And I'm going to use the Sleek Suede in, the Sleek blush in shade Suede. And sometimes I'll just apply this with the same brush that I applied my bronzer with, but I'm just going to use this one instead, which is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill GH05 brush, which is a similar brush to the other one that I used there. So I'm just going to take it a little bit further back than my apples. I don't like it too rounded on my apples here, so it's going to take it back a little bit. That'll do because I don't really like a lot of blush. Okay, so now I move on to my brows, and I use the Anastasia Dark Brown Brow Powder Duo. And I, like, for a while I was using the, which I still actually use, the Revolution Brow Powder Duo. That's actually a really good dupe for this. Like, it's a complete dupe for it. Well, I would say a complete dupe. There is a little bit of a difference, to be honest. I do kind of like the powder a little bit better in this. It goes on a little bit better, plus the shade's a little bit darker as well, which I actually prefer. But the other one is still a great dupe, and I do use it from time to time, to be honest. But right now I'm going to use this one, which is the Anastasia in Brow Powder Duo in the shade Dark Brown. So there you can see, like, I have one brow done, and like this other one, like, it's just so much better. Like, it's a lot bolder obviously, but it's a little bit darker, which I prefer because, you know, my hair does match it really. And then I like to set my brows with the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I just got this full size one the other week there, and I really like this because this clear gel like sets the brow hairs in place, so I think makes your hairs look a little bit more natural looking, like takes away the powder look. And a great thing about this is the gel doesn't actually go crispy, because a lot of brow gels that you get, you know, can make your brows like feel really hard and stiff, where this one doesn't, which is good. So I really like this, and it has like a thicker side and a slightly thinner side, you know, the bristles in it. So if you have like bigger brows, you can sort of use the bigger side. You have small brows, you can use the other side. So I just kind of go between either side really. Okay, so now move on to my eyes, and like I was going back and forth with whether I should use this palette for this tutorial, like not tutorial, but this makeup look really, because it is my everyday look, and I do use this palette that I'm going to show you, but it's not really that accessible now really. There is one place where you can still get it, and I will link that below. But anyway, I use this palette every day really to do my eyes. This is the Becca Après Ski Eye Lights palette. Now this is like the best palette ever for like everyday wear. Like, I do not know why they haven't brought this back out, or even made this like a permanent product, you know, in their collection really. That's what it looks like inside, and it's such a great palette for like everybody really. It's very versatile because there's shades in there that go with many different skin tones. What I think is great about this actually is that a lot of the shadows in here are actually the little mini versions of Becca's highlighters. So we've basically got in here their famous kind of Pearl, Moonstone, Opal and Rose Quartz and Topaz highlights, which I think is great. And then you get two other kind of ones here they specifically made just for this palette. These are more satin finishes. So yeah, I love this palette for everyday wear. It's what I've been using for months and months now. I absolutely love it. It came out a few years ago, so this is one that I use every day. But I do have a couple of other eyeshadow palettes here that I'm going to show you, because they are more like permanent eyeshadow palettes, like you know, like the brand has them as a permanent products. And it is the Morphe 35M palette. So you're probably thinking the Boss Mood palette for everyday wear, but there is a few shades in here that you can actually use for everyday. So that's what it looks like right there. Now the shades that I use quite a lot every day, not every day obviously because I use the Becca one, but the shades that I think I wore this actually on my eyes I think a couple of videos ago there, and it's quite a similar look to what I wear every day. And I use like a couple of these kind of green shades here. I actually see these ones, and then like these brown ones here I actually use. Mixing them together gives such a kind of natural eye look. So yeah, this is a great palette, super pigmented as well. Like I said, the brown and green shades in here are great for like everyday sort of wear. Like obviously there is some more kind of limey green shades in here, more over this side, but that are not really, they're not really that great for everyday wear really, because they're a bit more bold. But the kind of olivey shades, the dark olivey shades, and obviously the brown shades are really nice, especially if you have like green or blue kind of eyes. That colour goes really nice with those. Another palette I like to use for everyday wear is the Beauty Bay Origin palette. This is 42 colour eyeshadow palette, and that's what it looks like inside. As you can see, there is a whole bunch of shades here, and there's lots of brownie shades which are great for everyday wear. Obviously a couple of the pinky shades down here are nice for like an all over pop. Yeah, this is another palette I like to use, and the pigmentation of this is absolutely incredible. Like, it is such a good eyeshadow palette. I have a few looks with that one up on my channel. I will link that, a couple of them below if you want to check them out. But yeah, such a great kind of palette. But normally everyday wear I do use this one here from Becca. I just wanted to show you some other options there, because of course this one's not as accessible as the other two are. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this shade right here, which is kind of like a... Do you know what, guys? Actually scrap that. I'm actually going to use the Morphe 35M palette for this look. I just feel like this palette is going to be a little bit better for you guys to obviously get your hands on. You probably might already have it as well, because obviously Morphe is super popular. So I'm going to use this palette today. Like, obviously I do use this one every day, but I can get a similar look with this palette. So I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is called Play It Cool, and I'm just going to use this as my transition shade, so just higher than my crease, really, just right here. The brush that I'm using to apply this is the Morphe R37 brush. It's a really nice big fluffy blending brush. And then I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Sparks Fly, and I'm going to apply that into my crease a little bit more precisely. And I'm going to use this brush here from that BH Cosmetics set that I've been talking about. This is a nice kind of small, kind of tapered blending brush. It's really good for the kind of crease if you want to like apply, you know, your shadow a little bit more precisely. So I'm going to take that through the crease. It's going to just deepen up the eye look a little bit. So this is good just for kind of like placement, because it is quite a kind of flimsy tapered brush. So I just like to place that, you know, where I want it. And then I'll take a clean blending brush, again from that BH Cosmetics set, and I will just make sure that blends nicely with the shade Play It Cool, like the transition shade, should I say. So just going to do that. And then I just take a little bit more of that dark brown shade called Sparks Fly, and I just flick it in slightly from the outer corner like that, and just flick it in just to give a kind of deeper edge to the eye look. Okay, so I don't really like to apply eyeshadow on my lower lash line. Like, I just feel like it doesn't suit me, like, and it just makes my eyes look a lot smaller, so I don't really do that. Now I'm just going to pick up this shade here, which is called Light of the Party. It's kind of like a champagne kind of shimmery shade, and I like to apply this just basically over my eyelid like this, and it just really makes the eyes pop, sort of thing. So I'm just going to take it along here like so. I just use my finger to apply this. I do the same thing with the Becca palette. Like, normally I'll take the shade, what is it, the shade Moonstone is, this one up here. I'll take that and apply that really all over my eyelids, and that just gives a really gorgeous kind of highlighted pop to the lid. But this one is just as good, and again it's in the Morphe palette, and you can go in and touch up if you want as well, like to deepen up the outer corner. So just adding a little bit more of the brown shade here. Okay, then I'll apply my eyeliner. Now some days I do this, some days I don't. I used to do like an eye like this and then just apply a lot of mascara really, but today I'm going to use some eyeliner, because I do, when I feel like it, do put eyeliner on because I love it. I love like the look that it gives. So I'm just going to use my Kat Von D tattoo liner. This is the best eyeliner ever. If you're looking for a pen eyeliner that's just going to last you a long time, it's super jet black and just has the most amazing finish, doesn't budge anything, then give this one a go. This is just perfect. I love it. Okay, so I've done my eyeliner and it's not equal on either side, but whatever, we're not here to judge eyeliner. So I then like to just highlight my inner corner. Now to highlight my inner corner, I'm just going to use the Pearl shade from the Becca palette. You could use any highlight that you have really, and you could even use the one that you're going to be using on your cheeks. This shade really brightens up the inner corner, just gives that amazing pop right there. So pretty, I love it. So for mascara, I'm going to use the Revolution the mascara. This is such a good mascara actually. I think I need another one of these that's like nearly finished, I think. It's starting to kind of like dry out on me. But yeah, one of my favourite mascaras right now, and it's great because it's drugstore as well, so very affordable. Now actually before I do that, I'm going to just run my favourite nude liner in my waterline. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate. Not Exaggerate, is that Exaggerate? Scandalise, sorry, it's the Scandalise Nude. It's great that it's waterproof because it lasts longer in the waterline, because like if you apply any other, especially me, if I apply any other eyeliner in waterline, it just disappears if it's not waterproof. So I love that it's waterproof, and it's like the best like nude shade for the waterline as well, because there's like lots of these nude eyeliners in the market, but none of them, not none of them, but a lot of them are not good, if you know what I mean. But this one's such a great shade. Okay, so I'm going to apply a little bit of highlight, and I'm going to take this new palette here from Charlotte Tilbury. This is her Glow Gasm Face palette, and this is the Light Gasm one, because there is another one as well which is a darker one. So I'm going to take this highlight right here and just apply a little bit of this along my cheekbones. I like to keep my highlight quite high up on my cheeks, just because if I bring it too, you know, too forward sort of thing, I have a little bit of texture there and it just sort of like emphasises that. So I like to sort of keep it back here and take a little bit across my nose as well. Take a little bit of that on my Y22 brush from Morphe and apply it here. Also a little bit on my nose, down the bridge. Okay, then for lips, I like to use the MAC lip pencil in the shade Boldly Bare. So I'm going to overline my lips with this. And then you guys know I love a gloss, so lately I've been loving this one here from Charlotte Tilbury. This is part of their new, this is their new Latex Love liquid lipstick in the shade Can Trapeze. It's a gorgeous kind of peachy, pinky nude. I love it. And then to set my makeup in place, I like to use two setting sprays. So this one is the MAC one, which I like to apply first because I feel like this really keeps my makeup in place like all day. So I'm just going to apply this. And then I like to go in with the Anastasia Dewy Set Setting Spray. This one here is also nice and hydrating, but this one gives a glowy finish to your face, which I really love, so that's why I like to apply two of these. Okay guys, so I sorted my hair out and this is my completed everyday makeup look. This is a makeup look that I can do pretty quick, and I have like all the products I use down to a T really. Some days I will do like wing liner, some days I won't. Most days I don't really do wing liner really, but for this video I feel like doing it. Everything else that I've done on my face today is what I do all the time, every day really. This is my signature makeup look. I absolutely love it. Everything is super lightweight on the skin. I have a really lovely kind of glowy finish to my makeup as well. So yep, I love this look so much, and I really hope you like this look as well, guys. I will leave everything that I use down below in the description box in case you're interested in trying anything out. I would love to know down in the comments some of the makeup that you use on a everyday basis so that I can check them out for myself. That is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked and enjoyed it. If you did, give it the big thumbs up, and also let me know down in the comments if you want to see more, like lots more makeup looks on my channel. Like, I will be doing more, but I just want to know from you guys if that's something that you really, like, you have been missing on my channel, really, should I say. Yep, so that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked and enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button just down below before you go, and I will speak to you very soon in my next video. Bye! Mwah.